Alright, so this is going to be a reading for Sagittarius. And for the Sagittarius that I'm speaking to today, I'm seeing that you've established quite a level of stability for yourself, and it's taken quite a bit of effort. It isn't something you've come by easily, and you should be really proud of yourself, Sagittarius, because this looks like some type of commitment or relationship or something that you've wanted for a long time, and that represents a lot of positivity for you, a lot of love, a desire being fulfilled, or a hope being reached. So I really love this energy for you. And I'm seeing that in the recent past, you decided to prioritize yourself and take care of yourself and really heal the parts of yourself that needed care and that needed love. And as you kind of poured into yourself over time, you became stronger and stronger and stronger. And eventually you kind of saw yourself as the Empress, as, you know, very self-empowered, very loving, kind of coming from your heart space, coming from your power, and locating your power in your heart space. And I'm seeing that this healing process was no simple feat for you. It may have felt like if you're in the waters of healing, you know, the current is strong, the waves are high, and you're holding on kind of no matter what. And with the oracle cards here being politics, comparison, and healing, specifically many of you may have been on this journey of becoming the center of your own orbit and not worrying so much about what's going on around you with the oracle card politics and comparison, right? And healing that was also a process of healing this need that you may have felt to compare yourself to other people or to find your worth through how you stand against other people or other energies. And I'm seeing that you really came into yourself here in a really powerful way, and you're still kind of in that process. So I'm going to dive into the tarot here, but before I do, I just want to say thank you so much for being here and for receiving this reading from me today. If this reading resonates with you, please like and subscribe. That lends your energy to the channel and helps me manifest messages that align more with your energy. And if you would like a personal reading, I do offer personal readings and I really like giving them. So you can email me down below in the description box for a personal reading. But let's dive in here and see what's going on. As you've kind of healed and held on to, you know, the boat on the waters of healing for dear life, I'm seeing that things are starting to kind of stabilize here for you. And your path could kind of become clear, or there could be commitments that you're making that kind of guide you forward. Like you kind of are getting a sense of what you're supposed to do next, or what your path is, and how you're going to move forward. I see a lot of forward moving energy, and I see you being very capable of handling whatever these commitments are that you're making. And as you make these commitments and as your path kind of starts to unfold, I see you kind of magnetizing in more and more opportunities that align with your energy, because your energy is so centered, it's grounded, it's very powerful, and it's a very powerful agent of attraction. And so you kind of attract more things to you, more opportunities. And I see you being open to those opportunities and being ready for them, and, you know, feeling confident, feeling good. So this is a good reading today, Sagittarius. I like the energies here. Let's go ahead and clarify. I want to take a look at your energy with the Empress. Yeah, you stopped worrying at some point about what other people thought of you, or what's this other person doing, or are they going to text me back, or how do they feel about me, or what am I receiving in my relationships. It's like you were like, you know what, if I have to worry about that, I'm moving forward. I'm not focusing on it. The people who are meant to be there in my life are going to be there. They're going to show up. And just that action of being willing to leave behind your worries about who's going to reciprocate your energy, it gave you so much power, and it really allowed you to step into your power. And for those of you who aren't feeling this energy yet, I think you will soon, where the more you center yourself and stop worrying what other people think and kind of move on from that, the more self-empowered you're going to feel and the more confident you're going to feel and positive, because it's going to become less about what's going on with the people around you and more about what's going on for you. As you did this, I'm seeing that it caused some endings in your life. Anyone who wasn't giving to you or wasn't empowering you, those relationships may have shifted, or they may have left your life completely. And I see you kind of reflecting on that, reflecting on why they did or didn't work out, and where you need to go from here. And with the Temperance card here, there could have been a time period of almost like recalibrating your energy or recentering after these other energies left your life. There could have been struggle or conflict or drama with other people. And I see you really reflecting on what types of energy you want to have around you and who you do and don't want to have around you. And after the dust settled, kind of coming back to yourself there. There could be a part of you that was holding on to certain things from these connections. Maybe you missed them, or you knew, your higher self knew that you needed to pursue your own happiness, but there could have been parts of you that was doubting, did I make the right decision? Did I burn too many bridges? Am I moving in the right direction? And I think that overall you probably felt in your heart that you were moving in the right direction. There was probably confirmation in your life and in the external and in the way that you felt that kind of showed you, okay, yes, I needed to leave those energies in the past. But I see your mind kind of getting in the way and being like, that was kind of drastic. Like, was that the right move? Did I do the right thing there? And I'm seeing that hopefully your higher self showed you, yeah, it's okay. You don't have to hold on too tightly. You can let the past be in the past. There could be a connection that you've had to take space from, like a specific connection, a specific relationship that kind of fell to the wayside, or maybe you closed it out specifically in order to heal. That's what you left behind. This could have been someone where it didn't feel like an equal give and take, or it just wasn't balancing out, and so you kind of had to consider if this energy specifically was one that you wanted to commit to. And I'm seeing that for some of you, currently, there could be space between the two of you where you're kind of trying to heal from that relationship. And for many of you, this is going to be someone who feels like a divine counterpart, or maybe someone you were with for a long time, someone you had like a long-standing relationship. I'm hearing 20 years, I'm hearing 10 years. So for many of you, this was an energy that felt like a counterpart that had some type of significance in your life. And it could be stressful for you to be apart from them. It could feel like, that was your path or that was your commitment. And now that you're separated from them or you're trying to heal from it, there's some stress that's coming up for you. And it's just the kind of stress that comes from not knowing where you stand with that person. Are we going to reconnect? Are we going to rebuild? How are they doing without me? Am I going to be okay without them? All of those things that start out kind of small in your mind, but ultimately, when you're alone or before you go to bed at night, maybe it creeps up on you and it becomes really stressful because you lack the confidence in the connection that maybe you need to feel secure. Let's look at who this person is to you. They're coming up as someone that you see as a divine counterpart, whether you were with them for a long time or not. Again, there's this feeling of feeling a soul tie with this person, but not knowing if they feel that way about you. And kind of being like, I know they like me, or I know we have this connection on some level, but do they really feel the depths of it the way that I do? Or maybe they could be feeling that way about you. Maybe the roles are reversed, but that's how it's coming through. Is there's this feeling of, is it just casual for this person? Because for me, it's not casual. And you're really wanting something that feels long term, that feels stable, that feels supportive, something that ticks all your boxes, something that you don't have to wonder about, something you can rely on, something that feels supportive, that feels beautiful, that feels strong, something that you can come home to at the end of the day and really lean on. And I see you kind of wondering, is this person really that? Because I've committed to them, or I feel this soul connection, but I don't know if they even can reciprocate, or if they can even kind of match my energy. It's funny, I'm hearing match my freak, if you know that phrase. And in this instance, your freak that you're wanting them to match is actually just your ability to be steadfast, your ability to be long-term, your ability to be present and in the moment with the people that you love, or the person that you love. And you're showing me in the overall energy that when it comes to your relationships, you're not looking for an off-brand, autopilot kind of relationship. You're looking for the real deal. You have deep hopes and desires attached to your love and your heart space and what it is that you want for yourself that comes through very strongly. And there may even be a part of yourself that feels like you have to water down what it is that you want in relationships so that it can be more palatable for other people. But you have a very beautiful and radiant heart space, and it's like you kind of demand a partnership that can actually match that energy in you. And if there's a discrepancy with the person that you're with, you're going to feel that very strongly, because you're saying, I'm here to have a love that is worthy of me. And I see that you take love pretty seriously. Like, it's pretty important to you. You know what you want, you know what you're looking for, and it's something strong, and it's something big, and something beautiful. In the future, I see you opening up. I don't know if this is going to be to other people or to this person, but I do see that as you kind of heal your own energy and center yourself, whether it's with this person or with other people, I see you kind of exploring your options and finding one in particular that you feel confident about going towards or moving towards. There's something that is going to open up your energy so strongly. Some of you may have Leo in your chart or Leo energy around you, but it's like your energy is going to just burst open. And I don't know if it's like self-motivated or if it's because you come into connection with someone else who brings that out in you, but I see you stepping more towards your happiness and what makes you happy, and really leaning into the healing process that you're on, and not worrying so much about what's going on with this other person in the future. And as you do that, maybe you find a passion project that really brings out your energy, or you just find like, oh wait, I really like my own company more than other people's, or something like that. And it's like, because you start to feel this happiness, this lightness, this confidence, all of those things, and kind of step more into that energy, overall your energy just like opens up, and the blockages that you're feeling connected to this other energy start to disappear, and you feel a lot lighter. The part of you that gets triggered or activated around whatever happens in this ending that occurred, like, that's going to dissipate. You're not going to feel that as much. If you've been very stressed, or you get confused, or you get into these sort of spirals or these loops, I see that ending for you in the near future, and you kind of maybe even like consciously deciding like, okay, I'm gonna leave that energy behind. I need to commit to my happiness, you know. And I really see you making an effort to commit to your happiness and firmly deciding like, okay, if I'm going to be happy, I can't wait on this other energy to fulfill me, no matter how connected I feel to them. I see you kind of leaning more into other things that make you happy, and almost even maybe realizing like, oh, I can be happy without this other energy. Like whether or not they're a part of my life, I can find other things that feel fulfilling, that feel gratifying. And I see when you do that, you really not only step into your power, but you step into this path that is much more aligned for you, and you start receiving a lot from the universe and from the world around you, the more that you step into what makes you happy by yourself. It's kind of like once you leave this behind, it could come back around. Or once you leave this behind, like your openness attracts other things or other opportunities that you're going to have to kind of look at very carefully. So whether it's this person that you're connected to, or, you know, someone else that has a similar energy, the lesson that you had to learn from this connection is going to come back around in some way, and it comes through as a bit of a test or like an offer, and it's for you to decide, like, do you want to entertain that energy? Like, is that an energy that you want in your life now that you're happy and you're healing and all of that? Because when you're this open, even if you like close something off, you're open enough that certain energies are going to come straight for you, and it's going to be kind of up to you how you want to receive that. It could be something that on the surface seems like a soul connection, seems really good, but there's going to be something going on beneath the surface that you're going to want to take a closer look at. So this may be that energy from the past that is deceptive, or that sees you in your power and kind of wants to get in on that, or it could be a different connection that when you look a little closer, like something doesn't quite add up or something doesn't quite make sense. And when that comes through, Sagittarius, I want you to take a closer look and don't just dive into it because it feels so good, you know, like do yourself the justice and the honor of looking carefully at each thing that comes towards you, because you may not even realize how golden your energy is, and not everything is worthy of you. So just keep that in mind. Like, keep that in mind that I said that. Let's get some advice from the universe for you. The burdens that you're carrying are going to lighten up considerably, and you're not going to struggle as much. And I want you to step into that energy and make the conscious choice to harness the energy of ease, of abundance, of care, of self-love, and allow those burdens to ease up. And if something leaves your life, remember that rejection is the best protection, and that if something's leaving your life, it may be a blessing in disguise so that you're not as stressed out or you don't have as much on your plate. Or it could be something that was going to bite you in the butt later on down the road. So that's what I have for you, Sagittarius. I hope this helps. I hope it resonates, and I'll see you next time.